Mm. And go ahead and hang out for a little bit for some people to trickle in. Just made the announcement. A little bit late here, but it is how it is. Great day so. I know it's just a black screen. Don't worry about it. We just don't have a little title thing. Little thing in there. Just go ahead and get into it. Welcome, everybody, to the ISFL and DSFL Honors. I'm your host, Kotasa. If you're new around here, then I kind of give you the rundown on what's happening here. So we start out with the DSFL awards. Typically, there's an all-pro section. We had some issues getting that together, so I believe that will be posted on the forums at a later date. So I apologize to all our DSFL members. However, the individual awards are still present there. We'll follow that up with the ISFL all-pro teams. Going through the second team and then the first team, getting into the specific awards such as Performance of the Year and then Defensive Player, Offensive Player, and MVP. And then after that, we will go into our Hall of Fame um, at the end there. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right into it here. And our first award for the DSFL is going to be Offensive Performance of the Year. We got Brandon Johnson in week 3. We got Bob Gronkowski in week 3 as well. Little tag team action there. Jonathan Irons, week 7. Elijah Dyson, week 11. Soul King Brook in week 12. And Billy Van Gogh in week 15. Without further ado, your winner be Elijah Dyson, week 11. Congratulations to Pat. I don't know how that game went, but I'm assuming that he had a phenomenal one. Um, Winning the award there. Here, I'll pull up the. I apologize. 2 touchdowns through the air, but had 90 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. So pretty dang good with only 1 turnover. Congratulations. Moving on to our defensive performance of the year, we've got Speed Hawk in week 3. We got Bulldozer in week 4. Willie Strong in week 9. Ooh, Resgors Winnick in week 9. And Wawa Jot, Way Jot in week 11. Sorry, my cat is on my desk. Sir, I need you to move. All right, going into it, let's go ahead and see who our winner is going to be. It is going to be Bulldozer week 4 against the Dallas Bird Dogs. Had 14 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown. So pretty dominant performance for Bulldozer. So congratulations. Moving on, we'll go ahead and take a look at our offensive rookie of the year. We got Big Tractor out of Kansas City, Dazen Guile out of Dallas, Greg Hirsch out of Minnesota, Gustav Farkas out of Dallas, Jag McQueen out of Kansas City, and Warren Peace out of Norfolk, out of the Seawolves. Sir, I need you to move. Sorry, cat is being cat. I love that man. He is absurd. Going ahead, it's going to be Greg Hirsch out of Minnesota, the quarterback. 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, about 3,100 passing yards. On the ground, 200 yards and 5 touchdowns. So pretty solid start to Greg Hirsch's career there. We will watch your career with great interest, Greg. Moving on, we've got our defensive rookie of the year. Your nominees are going to be Adeline Collins out of London, Carlos Marks out of Portland, Finn Murphy, also out of London, Sam Coverdale out of Tijuana, and Willie Strong, that's a fun name to say, out of Portland as well. Go ahead and check it out. It's going to be Willie Strong with 109 tackles, 9 sacks, and pick, with 16 tackles for loss and 4 forced fumbles and a recovery, and only 4 missed tackles. So, pretty good tackler, really helping those Portland Pythons to a Ultra Mini victory. So congratulations, Willie Strong. We will also watch your career. Great interest. All right, and first up for our specific Players of the Year awards, we've got our Special Teams Player of the Year. As always, this is a combination between kicker and punter, and then also returners. So it's kind of a blend of them all. Andre Ben out of Tijuana, Cameron Oswald Newton out of Minnesota, Daniel Kenny out of Tijuana, and Walter Jensen out of Bondi Beach. And take a look at who our winner here is. It is going to be Cameron Oswald Newton. Had 85% field goal kicking, 16 to 19. But had a pretty solid punting, 24 inside the 20 on 74 attempts with 43 average. So, congratulations, Cameron Oswald Newton. On our nose. Moving on, we've got the Offensive Player of the Year. Up for this one, we've got Andre Ben out of Tijuana. Whoopsies. Brandon Johnson out of, I think that's Tijuana. Is that out of Portland? It is out of Portland. I apologize if I was saying that they were from Tijuana. So my bad, Brandon Johnson. I saw the green. It looks very similar. I didn't see the little spiky logo behind it. Chopper Chopper Dante Hote. Dominic Reynolds out of Minnesota. Oh, Chopper's from London. Puddles O'Duck out of Tijuana. And wait, is John? Yeah, I think they're out of Tijuana. I'm just gonna say that. Puddles O'Duck out of Tijuana, and then Soul King Brook out of Minnesota. We got 2 One Piece characters on here, man. This is the best day ever. I'm having a okay, Brandon. Thank you. I appreciate that, Wet Willie. I thought Johnson for some reason looked like Portland. So, anyways, moving on. Gonna go ahead, take a look at it. And it is last year's MVP. It's gonna be Andre Ben out of Tijuana. 104 receptions, 1,700 yards, and 17 touchdowns. Not quite as touchdown productive as last season, but did eclipse his yardage and had about 20 more receptions. 15. But went down in pancakes. And if you're gonna go down in pancakes, that's where he gets it. So hey, congratulations, Andre Ben. Congratulations. So very productive DSFL career. Moving on, we got the Defensive Player of the Year award. We got Bulldozer. We got the Gelster Hard Dunkin' Chud. I hope I said that right. Uh, we got the Krusty Krab Pizza. It is the pizza for you and me. Roman Alexander out of London. Sorry, I wasn't saying team name. Our Dunkin' Chud is out of Kansas City, and the Krusty Krab Pizza comes from Minnesota, but I think they're from. And then Speed Hawk from Bondi Beach, and then Willie Strong from Portland. Go ahead, check it out on who our winner is going to be. It is going to be Speed Hawk, linebacker out of Bondi Beach with 125 tackles, 11 of those for a loss, 3 forced fumble, and 14 sacks. So pretty solid year for you, Speed Hawk. Congratulations, 14 sacks. Do it. All right. Next up, we've got the General Managers of the Year. As always, I always give this shout out, but I'm going to keep doing it every single time until they fire me from doing the presentations because I can't pronounce names. DSFL GMs is like probably the most important job in the league, up there with like Rookie Mentor, just helping these new users get into the league and become productive people that contribute and can kind of help usher in the next era of the ISFL. So it's really important that these guys put all the work that they're putting into the league, and I just want to make sure that they know that they are very appreciated. So to me, you're all the general managers. All right, we got Fiery Heart and the Hoovian out of Bondi Beach. We've got Tyler Tokesum 04 and Sensible Dictator out of London. We've got Cam and Daniel out of Minnesota. I hope I said that right. Then we got Jada123876 and Bamford 13 out of Portland. And then we got Crony and Ultimate Destroy. Throw the R on there, man. It's Ultimate Destroyer. Why is there no R? Is there not enough letters? I don't know. It bothers me. And your winners are going to be, again, all of our GMs. But the winner of this award is going to be Jada and Bamford. Find the one in Ultimate there. Bamford's, he's in Arizona with me. Great guy. Drafted him. Hilarious. And I've heard nothing but good things about Jada as well. So way to go. Keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, good job. Congratulations, Portland. I don't know. I don't know LP. I just read the names on the screen. So, moving on, we've got our most dedicated member. As always, MDM, DSFL, you get one shot at it. One shot, one opportunity. But it's always nice just to be nominated for an award like this because these are just people who hit the ground running. Not to say that others don't, but they've really kind of stepped their game up when it comes to league. So our nominees are going to be A Cynical Gamer, Doc Lars, Muddium 13, OMG, and Wet Willy. Oh, okay. Well then, OJ and AJ. Yeah, I mean, all right. Well, sorry. We'll go ahead and take a look at who our MDM is going to be, and it is going to be Wet Willy. I apologize. I've been a little checked out of the league. I'm planning a wedding, so I'm not 100% sure what Lily's going on there. But I know I see them popping up in the forums, and I see them posting media, so I know they're doing something. They're cooking up. So congratulations, Wet Willy. I'm sorry that I don't know exactly what you're doing. I just clapped and scared my cat, so my bad. But congratulations to you. Enjoy this. And finally, we have our most valuable player, as always, MVP in this league. You cannot win it if you've already won one of the prior 2 awards. So Ben, Speedhawk, phenomenal seasons, not going to be the MVP. And then it is a combination ballot of our offensive and defensive players of the year. So I'll let you take a look at them again one last time before we finish up the DSFL. And your winner of the season 47 DSFL MVP is going to be Puddles O'Duck. What? Quarterback out of the Tijuana Luchadors. 4,300 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, only 8 picks. Led the Tijuana to a DSFL best record. Really good season for the Duck over there. So congratulations, Z-Wiz. 6.9 touchdown percentage, by the way. So if that matters to you, I'm just saying. And also 66 percent complete. Really efficient on 521 attempts. So, congratulations to the Duck. Um, Moving on, I believe it's just going to go right into the ISFL All Pros, but there might be a slide in between here, so we'll go ahead and take a look. There is not. So, the congratulations to all our DSFL award winners. SIGs will be posted a little bit later here. So, our second team offense and kickers for the season 47 All Pro team for the ISFL. Quarterback is going to be Octavian Speedings. Running backs are going to be Anakin Skywalker and Money Tolliver. Your fullback is going to be Aaron Ford. Tight end is going to be Detective Crashmore. I'm sorry, I should be telling the team names. Wide receiver is going to be Keanu Calhoun out of San Jose. Simganasim. I finally got it down. Out of Chicago. Big McLarge Huge out of Orange County. Interior O-line is going to be Aaron Yeager and McDropson out of NOLA, both of them respectively. Fortified Fridge at the offensive tackle spot. And then Booter McGavin is going to be your kicker and your punter. So, hey, good year for Booter. All right. Moving on, we've got that defensive tackle, Jason Steele out of Cape Town Crash and Lionel Scrimmage out of New York. We at DNs we got Dan Dandrews and Gil Fisher out of Yellowknife and Sarasota respectively. Outside linebackers are going to be Norman Smiley out of Chicago and Mike Gesicki out of Berlin. Interior linebacker is going to be Gnarl Hecklenberg out of Baltimore. I thought he was a safety. Cornerbacks, Kadarius Claypool II out of Yellowknife and Dino Nuggets out of Baltimore. Your safeties are going to be Geralt and Diggs. Sideline. Touchdown. Unbelievable. Vikings win. And then your flex spot out of Berlin. And then your flex spot's going to be Luke Hunter with your returner being Keanu Calhoun. All right. I believe we'll go straight into the first team. Yes, we will. So your first team all pro offense is going to start out with your quarterback, Josh Patterson out of San Jose. Running backs are going to be Frank Dux out of New York, and Akiri Ayami out of Cape Town. Fullback is going to be Leandre Diario. And tight end's going to be pretty mediocre, if you ask me, out of Arizona. Wide receiver is going to be Dolores Bickerman out of Austin. And Hank Mardukas definitely does not play for Arizona. I believe they play for New Orleans, so I'm sorry, Hank, that you are not in the proper uniform, but you did still get this award, I'm pretty sure. And then Sean Robinson out of New York. Interior offensive line is going to be Lord Farquaad and Finn Jeremy Harder. Oh, man, every year. I did this last season, too, where I said the thing. I didn't. Offensive tackles are going to be Joshua Mabry and Walrus Jones out of Baltimore and OC, respectively. Defensive tackles are going to be Mo Gago and Bruce White out of Yellowknife and New Orleans. Defensive end Alex Armstrong from San Jose and Clint Mustache from Berlin. Outside linebackers DJ McLean, I hope I said that right, out of San Jose, and Crasher Wake out of Austin. Crasher Wake, man, what a career. Look at you go. All the time. Interior linebacker is going to be Kevin McThumper. I can't pronounce that corner's name. I have tried to. Ijus D. Owid. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry. No one has taught me. They've won so many awards, and no one's told me how to say it. Out of Chicago. Luigi number 1 out of Cape Town is going to be your other corner. So congratulations. I know they're in the chat. We got Scott Jr. out of New Orleans at one safety spot, and Marty Crane out of Chicago at the other. And then we got Blacksmith Andre. What a guy. Out of San Jose at your flex spot. So congratulations. Oh, and then we got our special teamers. They matter too. Wing Wang, your kicker. Jack Sloth, your punter. And Emile Charles, your returner. So congratulations to the All-Pro team. What a pair. What a pair. Wing Wang and Jack Sloth. You know, that's just hilarious. So we'll go ahead and move on to our awards winners. Congratulations to our All-Pro teams. So, first up, we've got our Performance of the Year. I really hope Thor doesn't win because he won a bunch of stuff last time and I couldn't pronounce his name, but it's Thor, week 2 out of Cape Town. We got Birdie Mannering Phipps. I hope I said that right. Week 3 out of Arizona, BMP. I just call him Big B. No, Big making plays. Blaine Falco, week 3 out of New York. We got JQ the third, week 13 out of Austin. We got Geralt, week 14 out of Austin. And Justin Willis, week 16 out of Cape Town. Let's go ahead and check it out on who our winner is. It is going to be JQ the third. Let me go ahead and bring this up really quick. I apologize for being unprepared. That I'm going to do till they fire me. Week 13 was against the Honolulu Hahalua. JQ had a sweet 85% passing completion and 5 touchdowns for 375 yards. Very good. Very, very good game for Mr. Oh, that's our favorite Q. Moving on, we've got Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have Corey Trevor out of Chicago. We got Pitter Patter, Let's Get At Her out of Berlin. Purdy Mediocre out of Arizona. Swantavius Stack out of San Jose. Tuna Turned the Ball Over out of Berlin. And Willie Swaggart out of Berlin. So, hey, Berlin, youth movement. Youth movement in Berlin. Way to go, young guy. I'm going to go ahead and check out who our winner is. Our winner is going to be Willie Swaggart out of Berlin. 605 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1,361 receiving yards with 7 touchdowns. 11 total touchdowns. Did not break 2,000, but pretty dang close. Pretty dang close. So congratulations, Willie. Moving on for our Defensive Rookie of the Year. We have Julio's Beard out of San Jose. We got Hardy Harry out of Honolulu. We got JJ White out of Honolulu. Leo Simon Schwartz out of Honolulu. Luke Laracue out of Cape Town. And Sewage Joe Fantringham? Sorry, stutter kicking. Look at youth movement in Honolulu too. Look at all these young guys, the new stars, phasing us old guys out. Moving on, we have our winner, and it is going to be Hardy Harry out of Ahalua. And pull up the stats real quick. We had 5 interceptions and 27 PDs, 4 fumble recoveries, 2 forced, and a touchdown. So pretty. If you ask me, that's a pretty good start to a young corner's career. We will watch you with great interest. Congratulations, Hardy Harry. Moving on. For our Returner of the Year. This got separated like 2 seasons ago. Back. It used to be Special Teams Player of the Year. It still is in DSFL, but then it got separated at the ISFL level. I don't know why. People can't decide on what they want, so they just said screw it. We got Brooks Piggott. I hope I said that right. Out of San Jose. Miles Charles out of Berlin. Keanu Calhoun out of San Jose. You got 2 returners out of San Jose. What? Sean Robinson out of New York. Shane Turnbull out of Baltimore. And Stetson David out of Honolulu. Go ahead and take a look. And your winner is going to be Brooks Piggott out of San Jose. Pull them up real quick. Bars for it. 3. Oh, Special Teams Player of the Year is new. This okay, that's all right. Well, cool. Did have a kick return touchdown, 447 returning yards. Only had 14 returns, but I think he was the only one with the touchdown. So hey, congratulations, Brooks. Moving on, CK. Kicker / punter of the year. This is gonna be a dogfight. I'm not gonna lie, because you got Booter, who's second team for kicker and punter. But then you got Jack Sloth, who was first team for punter, and then you got Wing Wang, who was first team for kicker. And then you got some dogs on. So Booter McGavin out of San Jose. You got Jack Sloth out of New Orleans. Jane J. Jameson out of Arizona, 2-time Ultimate MVP. Got to shout her out. Master Chief out of Baltimore. Wing Wang out of New York. And Zenzoroni Zystarch II, I hope I said that right, out of Yellowknife. And your winner is Wing Huang out of New York. Congratulations, Platt. I just hung out with this guy not that long ago, and it was pretty cool. I got it. Again, go ahead and pull up the stats here. Wing Wang had 92% field goal percentage on the season, only missed from 50 plus out, but was still 5 of 7 from out there, and was a pretty solid punter. 26 inside the 20 on 65 attempts with a 47-yard average. So, congratulations, Mr. Wing Wang. All right, moving on to our offensive player of the year. We got Frank Dux out of New York. We got Hank Mardukas out of New Orleans, but he's wearing the outlaw jersey. I respect it, you know. We got Josh Patterson out of San Jose. We got Octavian Speedings out of New Orleans. We've got Reginald Shrubbery out of Orange County, and we've got Sean Robinson. Dark Gemini, you'd be nice to me. That seems a little rude, man. I haven't. No one's told me how to say it right. You guys just keep saying I say it wrong, but you don't tell me how to say it. So, what do you expect me to do? People don't know things. Oh, my team. Anyways, continuing on, our offensive player of the year is Frank Dux out of New York. 1,300 rushing yards this season on 4.9 rushing yard average, with 14 touchdowns. I feel like this guy's just been doing it forever, man. Like, he's just been cranking it out, man. Good for him. 503 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. Gonna go ahead and move on to the defensive player of the year. Oh, don't throw the heart now. Don't throw the heart now. No. Y'all act like I can't see it. Don't. I see through you. Defensive player of the year, we've got Crasher Wake out of Austin. We got Dino Nuggets out of Baltimore. We've got DJ McClain out of San Jose. Not even gonna try that one. But out of Chicago, the name that I can never pronounce. No one's told me how. If you don't know things, you don't know things. Guess what? You gotta be taught. You gotta learn. That's how we all learn. That's how we all got to where we are today as a society. You know? Maxwell Jacob Friedman out of Honolulu, and Scott Jr. out of New Orleans. And check it out. DJ McClain out of San Jose, who had a phenomenal season. Let's go ahead and pop up the stats. 24 sacks. That's a lot of damage. 10 tackles for loss, 10 pass deflections, 7 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries, and 132 tackles to boot. That is a dog. That is a defensive dog. That's why they won 13 games this season. This guy wrecking people. So, congratulations to DJ McClain. All right, moving on. We got our general managers of the year. You've got Ziegel and Lemonopi out of Arizona. Swanky Pants and Swoosh out of Baltimore. You got First Freight and Painted out of Chicago. You got Negs and Lord Cool Cats out of Cape Town. You got Tooth Pete and Team Money 6996 out of New Orleans. And you got Irk 660 and Russ Drives the Bus out of San Jose. Go ahead, take a look who our GMs of the year are. And it is going to be Irk 660 and Russ Drives the Bus. Phenomenal season by San Jose, man. Going 13-3. I don't think anybody had them going that good. I'm going to be honest, and to God, I was not a believer. But here they are, 13-3, 1 seed in the ASFC. So good job to Irk and Russ. 13 wins is very hard in this league, and to be able to do that is great. So, and they're good people too, I guess. At least Irk, I don't know about Russ. Yeah. All right. Moving on to our most dedicated member. We've got Chicken Lips, we've got JDC, we've got Thor. I know these people be doing things, Thor always be tagging me, telling me, hey, Kotasa, do your job. And I'm like, get off my back, man. JDC, I see, posts a ton of media. Chicken Lips, I think does some stuff with fantasy, but I know that they also do a boatload of media too. I'd be reading them at work. So, I'm going to go ahead and check out who our winner is. It is going to be Chicken Lips and Thor, a tie. I don't think I've ever seen that for MDM. So, congratulations to both of them, to Chicken Lips and Thor. Awesome job. League would not function the same without you. So, rock on. Moving on to our final one, our MVP. As always, combination of offensive and defensive player of the year. Frank Ducks already won. Get out of here. DJ McClain already won. Get him out of here. So your nominees are up there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to click this. We're going to take a look who our winner is. And our winner is, and I honestly, I don't think this one's a surprise, but it's going to be Josh Patterson. Crazy season for Josh Patterson over there. 4,100 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions with 66% completion percentage. And the craziest part is he had 7 pancakes. So he's throwing his body on the line for his team on top of moving the ball down the field. So big shout out to Josh Patterson. Has really come online at this point. Really not throwing as many picks as he's throwing a boatload more touchdowns. I mean, really just a breakout season for Josh. So congratulations to Josh Patterson. No, he didn't block a field goal, but he blocked an offense or a defensive lineman clearly with all those pancakes. So, that's it for ISFL awards. That's it for DSFL awards. We're gonna move on to the Hall of Fame. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna transition right into it. I believe we have 3 players and might just be 3 GMs. It might be 4. I can't 100% off the top of my head. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. But thank you so much for joining me as always. I hope you guys had fun because I most certainly did. We're gonna go ahead, check it out. Moving on, our first, it is going to start with the GM. So, GM Hall of Fame, first guy in, Simo, my partner, my friend. He was partners with me. It was really cool. I love this guy. And he's a really good GM. So GM from 35 through 43, so did 9 seasons in total because you count 35. In those 9 seasons, won 4 Ultimates championships, 3 General Managers of the Year. At 104 to 40 win-loss record, which is good for number 3 of all time in terms of win percentage. So just a really, really helped start kind of, I mean, Arizona was winning before that, but we could never get over the hump. And then that was kind of the catalyst to do that. Was Simo coming in. So congratulations to Simo. Well deserved, man. Like that I'm super stoked about that. Moving on, I got into, which is, I don't like talking about myself, so I'm going to keep this one brief. I did from 37 to 46. I believe that's 10. It might be 9, but because you count 37, right? 9. So we both did it for 9. I won 5 Ultimates. I won 3 GMs of the year. Number 4 all-time win percentage, 9th in wins. Pretty cool to be inducted in the same class as Simo, because I mean I did it with Lemon too, and like I love Lemon, but Simo I kind of consider us like the tandem, so like it's cool to go in with him. So thank you to the Hall of Fame voters, and thank you to Simo for being such a great partner. I really appreciate that, man. It was a really fun time. So should have stayed on for one more though. I could have had 6. I could have been the next spec, dude. I could have been that guy, but I'm not. Moving on. Oh, what the? There we go. I was like, no, what the heck? I knew Flex made it, so we have 3. Flex is going to be our last person making it. Phenomenal GM. Won 4 rings, 3 GMs of the year. Did it from 31 through 46. He's 4th in all-time wins. He's 131 and 125. Now, you might wonder, like, oh, well, that's kind of a lot of losses. Flex has done something that I don't see a lot of GMs do, and I'm just going to kind of speak candidly, and if you're hurt by this statement, then I think that reflects more on you, but he did a successful rebuild. You see a lot of teams purposely tank and not get any results from it. Honolulu didn't do that. They tanked hardcore for 3 seasons, and they were back in the playoffs. It was a very quick turnaround in Honolulu when Flex decided after they won 2 rings. Because after they won 2 rings, they decided to tank. And then they won 2 more. And you don't see a lot of teams benefit from a tanking like that. Most teams don't. But to be able to create a culture where people are okay with that is astonishing to me. That is insane. So really like big props to him because that's got to be hard to keep people bought in when you're going 1-15, 0-16, 2-14, 3 seasons in a row. To keep people earning, to keep them wanting to see the fruits of their labor. So, um, uh, yeah, now they're trying to do it again, but Flex isn't the GM anymore. So, we'll see how it turns out. I mean, and the thing with tanking in a sim league like this, it can end up screwing you in the long run. So we'll see, but Flex did it, and again, 4 Ultimates championships and 3 jams of the year. I mean, that speaks for itself. You don't do that by accident. You had to win to do that, and that's not easy in this league. So congratulations, Flex. Moving on to our players, we got Honky Tonk Haywood, renominated, played for Philadelphia. Cape Town, but Philadelphia at the time from seasons 25 through 35. Did win Defensive Tackle of the Year before Chuck Roth went on his collecting spree, and came in second, I think, pretty much every other season after that. Like from 31 through 35, I'm pretty sure he came in second place every time. He's fifth in career tackles among defensive tackles. I think he's also pretty high up there in sacks too, and forced fumbles. 4-time first team All Pro, 2-time second team All Pro, but only a 2-time Pro Bowler, which is really bizarre because you'd think you have more Pro Bowls, but hey, 6 All Pros, can't argue with that. So congratulations to Honky Tonk Haywood. In my opinion, a little overdue. All right, moving on. We got Howard Miller coming in, an old head from season 7 through 14, played for Colorado and then did a couple seasons over there in Baltimore. Won a ring with Baltimore in his final season. MVP, wide receiver of the year, both in S11. Still 9th in career yards per catch, even in a post-sim era where passing is far more aggressive and efficient. So won 2 returners of the year, 5-time Pro Bowler. I think this one was due. I think at the time of his retirement, bars were a little bit higher. You were coming off with guys like Carlito Crush and stuff like that, some all-time greats. But Howard Miller, I think, deserves a spot as well. So congratulations to Howard Miller. I actually don't know who the user is. I forgot, so that's my bad. But if you're still around, hey, congrats. And if you're not around, hey, come back. So moving on, I believe this is our final induction. Oh, no, we have one more, I think. Deshaun Penny. Well deserved. Um, in the conversation for best tight end. I don't know if he is the best tight end, but in the conversation, you bring him up for sure. Played for San Jose most of his career, did do a couple seasons down in Austin to add to that resume. Won tight end of the year in S34 shortly before positional awards went away. Second in pancakes, third in receiving touchdowns, fifth in receptions, sixth in yards, 5-time All-Pro, only one first team, but 4 second team All-Pros is nothing to shake a stick at, and then 7-time Pro Bowler. So very, very great career for Deshaun Penny. Well received. I remember scouting this dude for the DSFL back in the day. Like, it's crazy to see him now entering the Hall of Fame now. So that's really cool. Congratulations, Penny. Moving on. Yes, we did have one more. I know this is a play on bench warmer. Beniri Wama. Benny Reach Wama? Alright, Benny Reach Wama. Offensive tackle. Played for Honolulu for 5 seasons. Went over to NOLA for a couple seasons. Went over to Berlin for a couple seasons. Just kind of floated around, but really, really good career for him. Despite that, 2-time Ultimates champion. Won both with Honolulu. Then went on to be 5th in pancakes overall. 5-time All-Pro, 2 first teams, 3 second teams, and then a 5-time Pro Bowler. So very good career for an offensive lineman. You really can't ask for much more than that. There isn't a bunch of flashy stats with that, but hey, congratulations. Especially, I mean, not like the ASFC was hurting for offensive linemen during that era. There was a lot of good O linemen, so to get 5 in the 11 seasons you played, that's pretty good. Congratulations, Chawom. All right, that's it. We're done. I'm done. I'm hungry, but I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with me. I'm going to get the SIGs and ballots up. I promised Infinite because I am really bad about doing that. But I enjoy doing this with you guys. Sorry I can't pronounce some of your guys' name. If you watch this and you want to DM me on Discord and just tell me how to say your name, I will do my best. I don't mind doing that. You please reach out to me with any corrective action if you are sad that I cannot pronounce your name. So, all right, friends. You guys have a wonderful evening. It is always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. I'll get those SIGs and ballots posted. Congratulations to all our award winners, and have a great night.